Inspired to bring you this next video. How do you explain doing Tarpanam if you get caught in public? What? This is CocoKali, your spiritual royalty coach. And this is it's something that's come up. So I thought you might want to ponder this subject too. Because so often when we're doing spiritual work, we're caught off guard with how to explain it. And we easily can go too deep. You know what I'm talking about? You share too much and people are like, opinion city, opinion city, opinion city. We don't need that, right? We just want to do our spiritual work. We want to show our gratitudes, do our devotions, and get about creating an amazing life with zero negativity, right? We want to do high vibe, high consciousness raising activities and leave the rest behind. So how can we talk about this in a way that encourages a high vibration response? So I don't have the perfect answer for this, but I want to offer you a couple of options. So a standard for me is just to say, oh, I'm just doing a little spiritual meditation. So never mind that it is like I'm doing stuff, and people associate meditation with sitting quietly or going om, okay, and now I'm just being silly, right? So people might expect that, but when you say it's a meditation, whether this person is spiritual or not, whether they are religious or not, whether they are a believer or a seeker or not, when you say meditation, they're like, oh, okay, you're just doing your thing. And usually they will back out. They might have a couple of follow-up questions with you, like, oh, tell me more. What is it? Like, oh, it's just, you know what? It's easier. It's complicated, so it's difficult for me to talk about. I hope you don't mind that I don't really have an answer for you, because I learned to do this from my family, and it's just, you know, it's kind of something I need to keep it that way. So you can kind of just brush it off that way. My advice to you is, unless you're certain that the person really truly is interested, not to go too deep. And if they are interested, send them links to the videos so that they can learn about it themselves, as opposed to counting on you to be that person to explaining it and potentially putting their judgment on you. So what's my other way to, to say it is, to simply put, I'm doing a spiritual practice to honor my ancestors. I want to make sure that they're happy in whatever realm they exist in now. And so this is a daily practice that I do to honor them. And so, of course, I would only share it like that with someone who I see as a fellow seeker, someone who I see as an omni-faith seeker who's open. Maybe they have their own specific religious or faith-based path, but that they're open to practices from other walks of life, other paths. If they're not, I'm going to stick to my straight, oh, this is just a meditation. It's an active meditation technique I learned. And I will leave it at that. So those are my 2 tips that I have. Pro tip. Okay. I'm suddenly in a very silly mood, to how to handle that issue of getting caught somewhere. If you're getting caught by the authorities, I'm going to say perhaps this is a place that you should not be doing Tarpanam, because then it's being viewed upon as littering. So if you think it might be viewed upon as littering, don't do Tarpanam there. It would defeat the purpose, right? You don't want to incur negative karma. You don't want to incur karma while doing a karma clearing practice. You want to be clearing karma. And remember, we're always either clearing karma or creating karma. So don't create karma while you're doing a practice whose intention is to clear karma. There you go.